Welcome to day 13 of the scarf saga. That's kind of embarrassing to say because I know there are crocheters out there that could probably make a scarf in a day. So if you've been with me and stuck it out, I really appreciate you. And I'm sorry, I'm a slow crocheter who makes a lot of mistakes and redoes everything at least once. So that's kind of where I'm at. These scarves are actually pretty long. We held them up to my 6'4" husband last night, and they go from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet. So not only are they long, but they're very wide. And as you know, I've redone each one pretty much entirely. This one, there was a lot of color shifting. So there were days of frogging that did occur. I pretty much run out of yarn for this one. So I have a little bit left to make the fringe, and I went and grabbed 2 other balls that sort of match from the stash so that I can maybe get a fringe on there. The goal today is to have these ends woven in and the fringe attached to the ends and maybe even blocked before the day is out. So that would be cool. My push to get that one done has stalled my progress on this one, but this one won't have a fringe and there are a lot less ends to weave in. So this one should finish up pretty quickly. I just need to sit and get through the last skein that I have. Whoa, dropping things. So I learned a lot in this little experiment where I was trying to post a little vlog every single day about my progress and my struggle and my journey to do this. As I was getting ready this morning, I thought of a bunch of things I feel like I've learned from this, and I thought it would be fun to just go over them and tell you what I feel like I've learned through all this. So the first thing is, check the dye lots. And even if they look similar, unless you ball up the yarn, you really can't tell, or you start crocheting with it. So if I was going to do a project like this again, where I didn't have individual panels that could separate like color differences, I would make sure I had all of the same dye lot. I wouldn't just take the last 4 skeins, which are 2 of one dye lot and 2 of another, because most likely they are not going to be the same. And it's taken quite a bit to get it to be an acceptable garment without, you know, the noticeable difference in color and sheen. I have notes here. So this Stash Buster scrap yarn project has been amazing. But what I also learned was when I first start and I grab all the yarn I think I want to throw into it, I kind of need to separate it out by how big the balls are, or how much yarn I have, basically. Because if I only have this much of one color, but I have this much of another and this much of another, really the one with the most needs to be repeated the most throughout. So this one might be better to save for more towards the middle. So yarn that has the least amount, I want to maybe be a little bit more picky about where the placement is and not stick it right at the beginning, because I did that with one of the colors and kind of don't love it, but it's there, so we're going to go with it. The Google search that I did said that a scarf should be as tall as the wearer. It should be as long as you are tall. And we are only about 60 inches tall, and it ended up just not being long enough when I did the white scarf. So come to find out, a reasonable scarf for us is at least 72 inches, if not more. This one is actually 76 inches without the fringe. So Google lies. I want to make sure that I can be consistent in posting. And one of the big things was I didn't feel like I had time to post, and so I just wouldn't. Doing it this way, I feel like I've learned I have time. I would just record little bits throughout the day, and each time I finished a recording or a time lapse or whatever, I would dump it into my editing software and even maybe edit it a little bit, so that by the end of the day, there was very little editing left to do, and I had just stacked up all my content, and then I had a nice little neat 3 to 5 minute video or whatever it was that I could post at the end of the day, which really worked well for me in order to be consistent with my posting. I also learned that content creation can take the place of content consumption. I have been really thrilled actually to realize that focusing on content creation kind of kept me from doom scrolling or just, checking out others' content that I didn't really need to be exposed to. It's not that I didn't have YouTube going while I was crocheting. I did, but I was selective about what podcasts I was watching, etc. So I wasn't just you know, scrolling for scrolling's sake. If I had a few minutes to look at my phone, I was probably working on editing so that I didn't have to worry about it the next time I put another video in. Also, the last thing I guess I would focus on is that I would often like measure my impact based on like whether I got views or likes or if anybody noticed what I had posted. And I realized the impact that I've made is mostly on me. And that is the best thing I think I've discovered. It's the best Christmas present I could have given myself, is that this has made an impact on me and my desire to create content, but also just to create in general. And I really am excited to see where this takes me in the new year, applying the same ideology basically that I've created into the studio, and see what I can do with making artwork. So I'm really excited for 2026. I hope you are too. I'm hoping to wrap up these scarves before the new year so that I can jump into some more things. And I want to even share like other facets of our life with you. Hopefully this isn't going to be too long of a video because I know I just did a lot of talking. So I'll see you in the next video. Finished weaving in all the ends. I don't know how people make like plushies and sweaters and stuff and say, oh, I timed myself, it took 7 hours. It takes me 7 hours to weave in ends. I don't know. And that's not even having very many because I carry the ends on the side, most of it. I kind of wish I had done that because I might have more fringe hanging off the side if I hadn't. I'm gonna try to use what I've got from here and the other couple that I took from the stash to maybe make a modest fringe. So I'll have to actually take the yarn that I only have a little bit of and try to distribute it evenly between both sides, and it'll only have a few of these, so it'll be primarily a greenish fringe with the color that matches her coat. So, but I don't want it to be exclusively green because that would be weird. So anyways, I'm gonna see what I can do with that. I might take a breather and work on crocheting the other one for a little bit. Yeah, so that's where I'm at for this point in the afternoon, which is like 4:15. William hasn't even left Albany yet, so yeah, I'm thinking of digging into the white one for a little while to change pace. So I'll catch you in the next video.